This man lost everything, and yet is one of the most humble homeless people I've ever met. As an ex-Yakuza gang member, he led an extraordinary life,
Why did you quit the Mafia?
but ended up at the bottom of Japanese society.
嫌になったから。
How did it end up this way? And can he survive off of begging for money here in Japan? Japan's homelessness rate is one of the lowest in the world, officially just 3,000 people nationwide. For perspective, Los Angeles has about 75,000 homeless, while New York City has 140,000 and rising. Yet when you visit Japan, you might not see a single homeless person, even in the heart of Tokyo. So how is this possible? Well, there are cultural reasons we'll get into later, but what if I told you those numbers aren't quite accurate? Beneath Japan's clean surface lies a hidden homeless society, surviving in ways you wouldn't expect. We covered the center of homelessness in our last video. Check that one out if you want to see why Japan tried to keep that neighborhood a secret. In this video, we will explore the hidden homelessness through the eyes of our protagonist, Sho-san. Let's go to how we met.
Hey y'all, so we're here in Tokyo right now, and behind me is actually a homeless person that looks extremely sad. He is on his hands and knees and everything. I'm gonna go give him some money. すいません。
So I asked him if he's okay being on camera, and luckily he said yes as long as his face is blurred.
名前、Masaoka Sho。
Masaoka. Nice to meet you. Can you explain your current situation? I was fired from my job and I have no place to live or work. Wow.
嬉しいです。
嬉しいです。わあ、嬉しい、わかります。
嬉しい。
わかります。はい。I really hope your situation improves and that you find a job.
ありがとう。
You're gonna use the money I gave you to go to a net cafe and sleep and shower.
そうです。
Wow, okay. What is your favorite food?
何でも大丈夫です。何でも食べて。
We're gonna go get some food for our man here. I thought he was gonna use the money for. I'll be right back. I thought he was gonna use the money for food actually, because I feel like food is more important. But he actually wants to go to a net cafe.
So net cafes or internet cafes might remind you of the gaming hubs in China or Korea, places where people play video games or just browse the internet. But in Japan, for those who are homeless, these tiny cubicles and rooms aren't just a pastime, they're a home. A last resort when there's nowhere else to go. For as little as $10 a night, you get a reclining chair, a computer, and access to free drinks, showers, and even laundry. Some stay for a night, but others have lived here for years, working low-wage jobs by day and returning to the cafe for another night's stay, if they can afford it. You might be starting to connect the dots right about now, because this is one reason Japan's reported homelessness rate is so low. Because technically, these people aren't reported as homeless. So how did these cafes become a last resort for Japan's homeless? And why do so many people vanish into this underground world? Let's find out more from our new friend.
But he's probably like the third homeless guy I've ever seen in Japan in my 6 months or so here. And it happens to be on the same day that I'm gonna go meet Federico and Koyo to go film Sanya, which is supposed to be the homeless area of Japan. I don't know, this must be some type of divine fate. I don't have enough cash with me. Gave him 550 yen or something, but like that's all the coins I have left. I literally don't have any cash on me because we used all our money. Anyway, what does matter is what we're gonna actually go get some food. His name's really hard. Magon no Shiko. Anyway, we're gonna get some food for him real quick. I feel bad. He's so polite and so... Guys, I'm at a loss for words. You know, he could be lying. We'll go back and ask him a few more questions. It's actually starting to rain as well. Maybe we buy him an umbrella. I think that would be a kind gesture. Let me buy him some food and an umbrella. I think Japanese people like tuna mayo. I'll get him a warm drink. It's cold outside. It's cold as outside, guys. Let's get him... I don't know if he likes coffee. Milk tea is a safe bet. I'm pretty sure this is milk tea. Maybe we get him some melon pan or bread or something. Yeah, we'll get him this melon pan. I love melon pan. I'm sure he'll like it, right? I feel like he needs some like actual substance though. Like maybe like one of these sandwiches, honestly. Okay. What else? Oh, umbrella. Let me get an umbrella for him. This one's a little bit bigger. I don't know. Hopefully it'll help him.
So before we meet back up with Sho-san, I would like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video. I'm actually going to be donating half the funds to the GoFundMe for Sho mentioned later in this video. This is a story I am set on seeing through to the end. So if you want to support, stay tuned for just a moment.
That's why I use Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura actively monitors my personal data across billions of data points, including the dark web and public records, and alerts me before identity thieves can do any damage. Now, I actually had fraudulent transactions on my credit card months ago, and I just noticed a few weeks ago. Aura can monitor suspicious activity and alert you, which would have helped me through a lot of headache. It also removes your personal information from databases that sell it, reducing the chances of your credit card details being leaked to begin with. But Aura isn't just about alerts. They also offer a VPN with over 100 virtual locations, a secure password manager, antivirus software, and tools to block malicious sites. Plus, they remove your personal information from shady data brokers that profit from selling your identity. If protecting yourself online feels like too much to handle, let Aura take care of it for you. You can try Aura 14 days for free if you sign up using my link in the description below. So what are you waiting for? Secure your online identity with Aura today. How long have you been homeless for?
1 month.
1 month. How will you find another job?
見つからない。身分証携帯がないから。
So you need an address and cell phone to get a job?
そうそう。仕事するには携帯と住所、身分証が日本ではいります。
I did not know that. That actually is not good. Why can't he? He's willing to work. So you are willing to work, you just cannot find a job, correct?
そうです。
Guys, that's so disappointing, sad. Like, here's a man that's willing to work, but is straight up unable to because he doesn't have a cell phone or address. Where does he begin? He can't get an address if he doesn't have money to begin with.
So it's a vicious cycle, right? Needing an ID makes sense, but what if you don't have an address or phone number? Well, here's where things get tough. Without an address, you can't get a phone contract, and without a phone, most employers won't even consider you. And without a job, you can't exactly afford a place to live. It's a system that traps people in homelessness no matter how willing they are to work. This is a real problem, and honestly, I want to do something to help Shosan. So stick around because later in the video, we're going to see what I, as well as you, can do.
Do you not have any family or friends you can rely on?
あ、いません。
That's so sad. Can you tell me a brief history about your life?
30歳までジャパニーズマフィア。
Yakuza. Oh.
その後仕事。その後仕事。
After that, I got a job where there was a lot of work, so I got fired from that job, so I don't have anywhere else to go. Did they fire you because they thought you were Yakuza?
それは関係ありません。
Why did they fire you?
わかりません。
So there's like nothing he can really do about it, and I just don't really know how there's so low homelessness if, I don't know guys, this is kind of like saying the opposite of what the Japanese statistics are saying, because based off of what I'm hearing, it's very difficult to find a job. I mean, given his maybe ex-Mafia background, I'm not sure, but still, it's very sad to me. Anyway, we gotta go meet up with Federico and friends. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. Is there anything else I can do for you?
助けてほしいけどまだ足らないからネットカフェ代を助けてほしい。夜の、5時か6時ぐらいから雨でその後雪。
Can you meet me around here around 6 p.m.?
できます。
Okay, so we actually are in a rush right now. I will get him an internet cafe to sleep at and basically just film and document the whole thing. This is insane. It's too perfect not to film, but like at the same time, I'm like, bro, like if you're just doing a nice thing, why film it? You know what I mean? Like it's tough. I don't know how to quite navigate this. So later this day, I went to go film an entire video with Federico and Koyo. That was the video posted a few weeks ago. We saw things that, quite frankly, you wouldn't ever normally see in Japan. So go check that video out after this one. Link will be in the description. Alright y'all, so we're actually on our way back to meet up with the homeless man that we met. And I want to help him out some more and learn more about his life, because straight up, this is the craziest thing I've seen relatively to Japan. Like, you don't see homeless people much often at all, and his story is really sad because he wants to work, but he can't find a job because he doesn't have an address, ID, or a phone.
Yeah,
is that true?
It's true.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more research on that to see if there's actually any solution for these people. But from what it sounds like, they're stuck in a dead end right now, and I don't know. I feel bad for him. I want to learn more about his life, and I want to help him out, and hopefully we can get him a good night's stay at a net cafe, which is all he requested. He said he is Ex-Yakuza.
Really?
Yeah. He looks like he's like 40 or 50 something now. But I'm guessing it's been hard for him to find a job ever since. Alright, y'all, that's the spot that he was at. And we're gonna go try to see if we can find him again. Really hope we can because he's wearing a blue jacket. So look out for that, Koyo. Wow, this river looks kind of crazy right now. Oh, right here. Ah! Can you tell him I want to help him out by finding him a place to stay tonight?
安いとこがあるからお金もらえれば。
Hi, y'all. It's crazy that we actually met up with him. I'm really happy we have. He seems stoked that we're gonna buy him a place to stay for tonight. He seems like a good guy. I don't know. I mean, he might have had a dark past or something. Just try to do something nice. That's all I'm trying to do here. Definitely not what I thought I'd be doing here in Japan, but hey, I don't mind, not bad.
So we stopped at the Family Mart for cash and to give Sho another drink for the night.
If you want a beer too.
あ、いいか。
Oh, 大丈夫。
久しぶりだから。
Hi, get the big one. It's basically the same price anyway.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh my god.
He doesn't, yeah. For accommodation, he has two options basically. DVD box and Nick Cafe.
Oh.
Tonight, Nick Cafe. It's, to him, it's a luxury option.
Wow.
A little bit more expensive.
What's a DVD box?
I'm not sure. Good points about Nick Cafe is all you can drink and a shower. So DVD Cafe doesn't have a shower.
Oh.
But Nick Cafe has one.
I see.
That's why it's more expensive.
Sho took us to see the DVD box that he frequents later. The bonus video on the type of place Sho lives in will be on the second channel, so go check that one out after this one. What we saw was not only a culture shock to me, but also to our Japanese friend Koya.
I mean, personally, I'm kind of disgusted because other people use that to off, and you're gonna put that same thing on. I thought we walked into the wrong store because it was just heavy.
I actually didn't know that. For Nick Cafe, shower fee is like 200 yen. 10 minutes, 100 yen. 10 minutes, 100 yen for shower.
Learning so much about the side of life that he has to live because he's in this current situation. Now, we're gonna see later if we can hopefully start to maybe help him find some way out of this. I'm honestly here to help. I really want to see if we can maybe find him a job or something.
On average, 10 people given money
Every day.
a day.
That is not
だ
much.
けど一人100円の時もあるし、10円の時もあって。
It is coming down a lot and it's actually getting pretty cold, Samui. And I'm sure he's tired. Sho-san's tired from having to kneel on the ground the entire day just begging for money. So without further ado, let me just give him the money so he can go find that cafe. And then we'll meet Mata Ashna.
彼の手がそう言って。
はい。
ありがとう。
はい。あ、はい。じゃあ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい。Okay. Good luck. 頑張れ。はい。はい。Yes.
風邪ひかないように気をつけてください。
We're talking to him and getting to know him, and hopefully you guys can tell through the video too. He's a really nice guy. This is a guy that, holy wow, he is humble and so respectful, and he wants to work hard, and he wants to work. Appreciate it, Koyo, again. Came in clutch. Otherwise, me using Google Translate would not have been able to do it. It was very difficult earlier. I'm going to do some research tonight, actually, to see if there's any way we can actually help him out. The least we can do is try. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Alright, y'all, day 2 here. We're back at this area, and we're trying to meet Sho-san again to actually interview him, but also I want to find out ways we can actually help him out. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I think I have an idea. Let's try our best because honestly, I want to help this man out from the bottom of my heart. Part of me feels bad taking the time out of his day to interview because it's time that he could be making money, that he needs to survive. So later, actually, I'm also going to buy him lunch. Least I could do for his time, and also, again, this man literally said he doesn't eat if he doesn't make enough money, so I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll try to get him another night's stay somewhere, but guys, I'm not made of money. It's really sad, which actually leads into my solution for this man. I want to start a GoFundMe. I've never done it before, and see it work sometimes. So I don't know, if we could just raise a few $100s to help this man out, we could buy, in my head, I'm thinking, because he needs an ID, address, and cell phone, right? We can buy him a really cheap secondhand cell phone for $40 or something, you know? I don't know what the used cell phone market is like, but like something really just to get past, and some prepaid SIM card or something, right? And then my next step would be to set him up with a homeless shelter or something, because apparently they can actually give you a temporary address, and then just like extra money for food and stuff while he tries to find a job. Anyway, I'm really trying to help him out, so any money at all really counts. The GoFundMe will be in the link in the description below. I don't think we need more than just a few $100. But yeah, I'll be able to come back to Japan around May. So by May 2025, I will come back with however much money that we collected for the man and try to get his life back up and running. It's honestly such a tragic situation how this man wants to work. He's a hardworking man, but at the end of the day, he's just stuck in this cycle right now, and he has nobody to help him out. He really does seem like an honest person. Anyway, I'm starting off the GoFundMe with $50 myself. Koyo's here in just a few minutes. Let's go meet up with him. Alright, y'all, I picked up a melon bread as well as a water. Sho-san. Hi. Dozo. Mizu. Hi. Hi. Dozo. My Japanese, guys, is very minimal. I'm gonna tell him that I'm starting the GoFundMe. I don't know if that's a thing in Japan. I don't think it is, but we'll get the point across with Koyo's help, obviously.
昨日と違うね。
今日メガネかけてる。違うね。
I want to learn about his life story, and so we're gonna sit down and talk to him for like half an hour. Alright, y'all, we're here right next to where Sho usually sets up. I want to get to know Sho a little bit better and get to know his life and how he ended up in this situation. And then at the end, I actually want to propose a potential solution to Sho and hopefully help him out to find a job, a place to live, and a phone and everything. So the first thing, actually, I want to get to know Sho's life.
今47だけど、まあ子供の時は普通かな。で30までジャパニーズマフィアでタトゥーで辞めて寮がある建築会社ずっと行ったり来たり。自分でもこうなると思ってないから、まだ働けると思ってたから、貯めてない。
Why did you quit the mafia?
嫌になったから。わかるかな。代替わり上が変わったんだよ。
Can you tell us an interesting story from when back in your Yakuza days?
いや、そんな自慢するほどのことはない。ただ今ヤクザやってるんだったら言ってもいいけど、今やってないんだから昔のことは言いたくない。
So he doesn't take pride in it.
思ってない。これでこっちが下りでこっち上り。
This is a cut.
こっちが帯。
Upwards and this is downwards.
そう両方とも上ってもダメだし下ってもダメ。
Oh, that's to balance. If it's both are upwards, it's not good balance. So up and down. It's a balance.
Wow.
Let me ask why he entered Yakuza.
学系は高校行ってなくて悪かったからね。その流れで地元でそのまま。
Can we talk about what your feelings were when you first got fired and realized you were homeless?
感じたことってやっぱり生きなきゃしょうがないからね。別にあそれは良かったとかこうすればよかったとかはなかったけど体が痛かったからね。
It takes a strong person to push through hardship. For me, at least, coming from the West, homeless people out there in Boston, New York City, they look really bad. Like dirty, smelly, etc., rotting teeth. But Shozan looks pretty well put together.
それはちゃんと毎日シャワー浴びてこうひげも剃ってるし、じゃあひげもつくんだよあれ。DVD はね。
The reason why I reached out to him instead of other homeless people I see was actually because he was on his hands and knees, which I've never seen before. Has anyone ever said anything like really bad or really hurtful?
そう、それ違いざま、そう。
There's not really too bad. So they just pass by, but they don't really look
Talk
at
to
it.
him.
そう。誰が下向いてるから誰が言ったかわかんないの。気にしないから。
So he doesn't know who said.
誰が言ったかわからない。
I mean, honestly, I didn't even know that he can't get a job right now. I kind of assumed in the back of my head, my first assumption, which honestly I'm pretty disappointed in, is that, oh, this guy doesn't want to work and he's just begging for money. But then I was like, but he's on his hands and knees, and like, it's like letting go of all your pride and shame and everything. And so I was just interested, or like, I wanted to learn about Shosan's story because of that. Have you ever had any run-ins with the police?
うん3回ぐらいある
Can you explain what happened?
いや何が起きたってはいっていうもう大丈夫だよ、全然大丈夫
What is the hardest part about being homeless?
やっぱ泊まるのと食べることかな
How much money do you make a day?
最低で2000円とか3000円ぐらいか
How was your stay last night?
なああちゃんと泊まったよ
Does he see other homeless people at net cafes and DVD boxes?
うん見る見る
いっぱい。
ホームレスじゃないけどお金持ってるんじゃないかな
Do you have any future plans?
いやなんもない
So in America, we have something called GoFundMe, and it's a place where people can donate money. On YouTube, I've seen it a lot before, where people helped homeless people create a GoFundMe, and people donated a lot of money to those GoFundMes. That's what I want to do for him. And what I want to do with the GoFundMe is I want to buy him a cell phone, hopefully get him a temporary address, ID, and etc.
あそれでも応援してもらえるんだったらよろしくお願いします
So you guys who are watching right now, there's actually a GoFundMe in the link in the description below. All the money is going to go towards basically getting him a job, effectively. We want to get him a cell phone, some cheap one with maybe a prepaid SIM card, just enough that he can get his foot in the door and get a job. We wanted to show you guys his face because his expressions are very solemn and humble, but I also want to respect his privacy. He doesn't want any Japanese people to see him like this, and it's totally understandable. It's okay. That is why his face is blurred in this video. That went really well. We learned a lot about his life, and his life as a homeless person in Japan. It's very rare to see, and he's in a situation where he simply cannot work, where he can't do physical labor. So that's why it's so difficult for him to find a job. Just survive, man. I really just want to help this guy out from the bottom of my heart. He seems like such a nice, appreciative, wholesome guy, despite his past, I know. Hit that subscribe button and follow along on this story because it's not over. I'm gonna be back in Tokyo in May, so with whatever money we have, we're gonna come here. He's gonna be on the same street corner every day, day in and day out, so let's help him out. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, join us to support him.
Yes, join us to support him. That's about it. I've been Boca Rich, and peace out.